think that through any adversity that he faced, he always stayed committed to what was important to him, which was the film industry, the Jewish community, and his family.
Paul made the rules, broke the rules, and then created new rules. He did things his way, but his way was always with integrity and with that moral compass.
And that was my dad. He was stubborn, and he was tenacious, and he was hardworking, and even if obstacles were put in his place, he would do everything he could to overcome those obstacles.
Growing up as a Bronfman in Montreal has its implications, and he couldn't stand it. He wanted to be Paul.
He was such a larger-than-life personality that the fact that he was in a chair was never what defined him.
Right, I think my dad kind of fancied himself, a little bit of a rebel and a little bit of a black sheep in his family.
He was funny, extremely loyal, super nice guy, extremely opinionated.
It's funny because I feel like my first reaction is how the world would see him, which is he was this pioneer, he was this visionary, but to me he was just my dad. He celebrated our wins, he carried our burdens, and he was our biggest cheerleader. He grew up in a very fundamentally Jewish environment and community within his family, and despite not being a religious person, he was from a young age very committed to the state of Israel.
He loved Israel. When I found out he was going to Israel for a trip, he actually called me and said, "Shimmy, I want to go to BGU."
So I first met Paul, and I was just so impressed with every question he was asking about the layout of the university, our purpose here in the Negev.
The greatest resource that is exported from Israel are the Israeli minds. And so what better place to commit and donate and contribute to a university that is helping to foster these minds and create a more prosperous Israel.
And I think that he saw Ben-Gurion as being a visionary like himself. They were at the forefront of technology, and my dad was he always respected and admired that aspect of Ben-Gurion.
But overall, I think he was just very proud of the university as a whole and what it was doing within, what the Canadian chapter was doing to help the university as well as what the university was doing as a whole.
Paul's passing, the world really has lost a neshama tova. Not only a philanthropist, but he was just a wonderful human being.
He did not let his disease define him. What defined him was his commitment to BGU.
His biggest joy and his biggest legacy was his children, and he treated us all fairly.
I think what my dad would say is his legacy are his kids and his grandchildren.
Israel and the Jewish people, his commitment to the film industry and all those communities, that was what defined him, and that's what his legacy is.